say when nature takes revenge of all the things that it. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I am also doing fine. Thank you for asking. So, how is your day going?
My day is going good so far. Today is my weekly off, today and
Okay.
tomorrow.
Right, right.
So, yeah.
Being the weekend, so what are your weekend plans?
So, I do not have any plan actually. If I will read books, but in the evening, I'll go out with my wife.
Right.
I'll go to the nearest mall. Yes. There we have a plan to, we will eat our dinner outside today.
Okay.
That's our plan.
That's nice. That's nice. Okay. All right. So, did you get a chance to go through the session document?
Yes, today I have gone through it. But before that, yesterday, I took the session, but I forgot to ask you the feedback, the improvement areas. Could you please give me feedback?
All right. So, what I'll do is I will stop a little early today and
Okay,
I will give you
sure.
the feedback after the session. Is that fine with you?
Yes,
Okay.
that would be
All
great.
right. All right. So, the topic for today is natural disasters, right?
Right, all right.
So, should we begin?
Yes.
What are natural disasters?
Natural disaster means, uh, like cyclone, earthquake, tsunami, something which is causing loss of life or destructing things naturally, caused by natural things like
By
flood.
nature.
Yes, by nature.
Hmm.
So that is what we call natural disaster.
Right. So, it is when nature kind of, gives back.
All right.
Or you can say when nature takes revenge
uh,
of all
not,
the all the things that human beings do. What do you think?
yes, another way we can see that, I can tell that natural nature, he'll herself, uh, you know by taking revenge, we can say. Yes, whenever it gets imbalance,
Hmm.
okay, it try to balance by doing things naturally, like earthquake or flood or something like that.
Yeah. So although not exactly a natural disaster, but okay, where are you from?
I'm from West Bengal, Kolkata.
Right, right. Okay, so I don't know how's the weather there, by the way.
Today it's a cold weather, it's a cloudy weather outside. Yes,
But
there's
in
a
general,
humidity. In general, it's the
you have a
beginning of
pleasant.
the rainy season. In summer, it's really hot. Yeah.
Hmm. So like I live in Patna. So here it has been so hot. I mean, like right now it's still better, but yeah, in the last week and all, it's like 6 o'clock in the evening and still at 46 degrees and all that. So it was really hot, and all of that is a result of global warming, and
That's
global
right.
warming is also happening because of human beings
That's right. Absolutely.
releasing carbon dioxide and all because of their vehicles or through the factories, and you know, all of it is at the end of the day human beings are doing. So that is why that is also there. So these are like the small ways in which nature takes the revenge, and yeah, the natural disasters are again another way. Okay, so what are some of the natural disasters you know about?
So the natural disaster, I think I have named it, like flood, earthquake, tsunami, cyclone, uh, avalanches.
Hmm.
These are the things I know.
So, can you talk about one of them? That what exactly does that do?
I'll talk about cyclone. When wind blows very strongly in a circular motion, like
Hmm.
which happened in Kolkata in the year of 2020. Yes, the name of that cyclone was Amphan. You
Okay.
know that caused a lot of damage in West Bengal,
Hmm.
and yes, that also caused a lot of loss of life.
Hmm.
Because of that, we also faced load shedding problem because the government of West Bengal cut the electricity for some periods of time because of re, because of stored of water in the road, on the
Hmm.
road,
Hmm.
or outside of the flat. Yes, I think this is the only natural disaster that I have witnessed so far.
Right. So you
And
almost
I hope,
answered the second question.
yes,
Right.
and I hope I don't have to, witness any other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we say the pandemic, this one, coronavirus, is caused by natural
I think
disaster,
just
something?
searching that up. So that is considered as a natural hazard, not
All
exactly
right,
a disaster. Right. But that is also, yeah, that has deeply impacted most of us in some way or the other.
that's right.
Right. Okay. So, whom did it affect? Like the natural disaster that
It's
you
mm,
witnessed.
it's affected to the
It
people.
affected.
It affected to the people, those who were outside of their home on that particular
So you
day.
can say that it affected those people who
Mm,
were outside their homes.
outside their homes, yes, on the road or driving.
So,
Uh,
like, this was not something that people were prepared for, right?
right. No,
Okay.
though there was a announcement, but
An announcement.
in Kolkata, yeah, there was an announcement by the weather forecast team,
Hmm.
and my father or my parent, they said that they have never witnessed this kind of cyclone ever in Kolkata or in West Bengal. Yeah,
Right.
this is the
That
strongest ever
deadly.
that we have seen. Yes.
So, can you like? I know you've already spoken, but can you also tell me how it personally impacted you? Like, can you describe
Yes.
it for
Yeah, right. I can tell you that time I
where
was.
were you? What were you doing? What
Yes.
happened? Yeah.
Actually, 2020, I was doing work from home that time.
Okay.
Okay.
So you were at home.
And yes, the electricity was not there because of in front of my flat, there was, water. So there was no electricity for one day, I guess.
Okay.
And, we are facing, uh, I was facing personally problem with my laptop because there was no charge. Okay.
Hmm.
I was not able to even phones and laptop all were running out of charge. So
Right.
that's the only problem that I faced. I was not able to go outside to the market to buy something. So I was in the home.
I was at home.
Yeah, I was at home, right?
Okay. And then what happened?
Then I was watching the news, got to know a lot of sad news that those who were outside, like riding bike, because of the what would I say, torn of electric waves, they lost their life, and also a lot of walls or a lot of weak houses that
Hmm.
fallen, and
They
these are
were
the news
destroyed.
that
Yeah.
yes, they were destroyed. So these are the
So
things that I was.
personally, you did not face any particular loss as such, did you?
Right. I did not face any problem because I was inside
You.
uh, my home. Yes.
That is good. That is good.
The only
Okay.
problem that I faced that as I was doing work from home and there was no charge in my on my laptop. That's it. And I was not able to use my phone also, phone or
Hmm.
television because of electricity cut
Anything.
down.
Right. 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 So now, although it seems like not like a big issue, but at that point, it really frustrates you because now we are so used to being dependent on all these gadgets that
That's
even if
right.
we cannot access them for an hour or so, it really makes you very restless. So yeah, I can understand. All right. Okay. So that was your experience. Now, have you ever
Right.
felt an earthquake?
No, I never felt it.
Okay.
Never experienced it.
So is it because in that part of the country there are no earthquakes as such, or
No, there was, news. It came in the news that, there were, but very slight that, I was not able to feel it.
realize it? Yeah,
Yes.
feel it. Okay, yeah, something similar has happened with me. That we are in our room and like me and my roommate were there, and we were just using our phones, and suddenly both of us start getting calls that, "Are you okay? We heard there was an earthquake in Delhi," and this and that. We were like, "Oh, where did it happen?" Neither of us realized it and all that. And some of our friends, in the other part, like they live in other areas, there they had literally come out of their homes and they were standing in the street. Like that's what people do, right? As soon as they feel it, they
That's
run
right.
outside. And here, when we checked later, maybe two or three people just in RPG had felt it, but nobody else had realized. And then they were like, "Oh, why didn't I feel it?" So, because the friends who actually felt it said it was quite intense in the sense that they could actually feel the humor moving and all of that. So okay, maybe we were very ignorant about our surroundings, and so we did not
Yeah,
know.
right. I've just only watched it on television or
Right.
phone because recently earthquake happened in Turkey, I guess.
Okay.
Yes, it was severe.
Mm-hmm. Right. So now, if you are inside a high-rise building and there is an earthquake,
Hmm.
what would you do? Would you stay inside or run outside?
I don't know. Out of panic, I guess I would like to come out of the building. I would
But if
run.
you are on like one of the top floors and taking the lift is not at all safe, is what I've heard. And there's no
Yeah,
lift.
that is also I have heard it. So I'll be, I'll sit one of the corner of the
Yeah.
house. That's it.
Right, that's what I've heard. Either take a corner or maybe under some table or something so that
Right.
nothing falls over you. We have had these drills in schools and all, right, as to how to manage disaster management and all of that. Okay,
That's right.
all right. So, talking about natural disasters in general, be it anything,
Hmm.
how can we be more prepared for these natural disasters?
How can we be more prepared? Yes, being a human, I think we all have some responsibility, and we should not do anything which will cause harm to the Mother Earth. So, for example, like using of plastic or vehicles, like if we can avoid, such thing which we can avoid, like human can avoid, like throwing plastics on the sea, right? So
Humans can avoid, yeah.
yeah, if we can do that, if we can become more aware about it, then we can, there is something which is in our hand, right? We can do it. That's what we would be able to do it. But there are also something which is not in our hand, right? So on that cases, we should
In those cases,
in those cases we should accept life as it is. Like the way it comes. Yeah.
right? So somewhere we can be prepared. So we somewhere know the area we kind of live in. What all natural disasters are we prone to? Right. So, like, if
Right.
I am in Patna, I am not expecting a cyclone or a flood as such, right? Because I do not have water bodies nearby.
Right.
Similarly, but I know that we have had earthquakes in the past, so we can have. So maybe somewhere always be prepared, as in maybe have a bag ready or something in case you just have to
Hmm.
vacate. You just pick that bag and you'll have the basic requirements in there, and such drills will help you act according to the particular disaster So right now, if we know that we have to take a table or go inside it, take a corner or go under a table, that is because we have been taught that in such drills, right? So that
Right.
is how they kind of help. So all of these, and then obviously awareness about
Mm.
how to manage in such situations, and all of that will basically help us uh,
That's right.
kind of make the effect.
I think, yeah, I think we are coming our end of the session. Could you please provide me feedback?
Right. I was also about to just say that. So yes, with that, we're at the end of the session. So for your feedback, okay. So I feel like you need to work a little bit with your grammar here and there.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, certain words. So like, I would say I dance, but I
Mm.
would say he dances, right?
Right.
And then
That's
we
it.
say they dance. So basically,
Right.
those rules that are there for singular and plural. So
All right.
that is something that you somewhere need to work on, because
Okay.
when a lot of places you were like, they said that, okay, I do not exactly recall a particular example, but
Mm.
then you were using the plural words, but you were
Mm.
using the singular verb to
I
it,
got
or
it. Mm.
that is something that you mainly need to fix. And apart from that, maybe a little bit of fluency, although that is very natural, that is okay. But if you really want to improve upon, that is also something that you can work on.
Okay.
And yeah, so basically it is the grammar, especially the singular plural part, and the fluency.
Okay. So, how can I improve my grammar part? Like reading a grammar book, will that help? Right. Though I know
I
it,
feel
like,
like you are already aware about the rules.
right,
It's
I'm
not like
aware
you do
about it.
not know the rules, right? So what you need to do is you need to practice. So that you're doing with us, so you are on the right track. All you need to do is give yourself time, and you need to be patient. Another thing, I know that there are times when you're speaking and you are in a flow.
Mm.
So when we correct you, you're like, yeah, yeah, and then you just continue. You were, repeating most of the corrections, which is good, but just make sure that you repeat all the corrections and then continue speaking, so that it stays
Right.
with you. Otherwise, you will forget. And because, in these sessions, we have so many different topics, but
Mm.
what you say, what you answer to those questions do not really matter. How
Right.
you say it matters. What words are you
Yes.
using? How are you framing them? So
Right.
give it time, and in case you feel like the tutor wants to interrupt you or something, so I know it can be annoying at times, but basically you need to be mentally prepared for that, and basically give them that space so that they can also speak in between and correct you then and there, right? Because
Right.
at the end it doesn't really always work, is what I have felt after
Right.
1400 plus sessions. So I personally believe to, like, correct as and when they make the mistake only.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
And
right.
again, it is not magic, so it's not like right now if I tell you, you won't ever make the mistake again. But you might make it again and again, but after a point you'll start realizing those mistakes yourself, and you'll start
Right.
correcting yourself.